So me and my mother grew up together. 20 years old, ripe and freshly ran from home, foolish, fragile, and somewhat in love with the kind of man she would never love again. And my body starts growing in her unsure belly. July 13th, 1989, 10:32 a.m., Jonathan started, and we raised each other best we could. Laid my childhood concrete like southern slaves laying soil for another sinister cycle of less human to grow. Molding my mind and me with hands as soft and used as Sunday, sometimes as Sunday went. And groceries know nothing of it. A little boy and young parent need to grow. 3 jobs leaves little time for home, little time for hands to hold, plenty time for cold and comatose, plenty time to question what I should already innately know. Mother made it happen, made things come together so beautifully, like me, like her, just like her, impatient and passionate, loved me more than I loved the other side of my front door. I used to walk till my eyes and fingers couldn't hold familiar firmly anymore. To wind rip the water from my sight in my hands, hold me like I'm leaving. I would sit on the first place that meant well and inhale, try to see everything I could taste here, everything I could hold to home. Call me like my first love that knows nothing about the person I am, had no clue what I would become when I trusted that place like her hands. I would sit there and pretend the criticism of being barely black and alone was gone till the Texas sun stopped screaming that disappointed parent moan and set on home. Sometimes rain would fall like fleeting angels on my shoulders in poor posture. I would sit, soaked, slumped back in such joy and wish everything was gone. Wish the circumstances of standing, the conditions of sacrifice, the weight of watching would leave with as much ease as ambition in the east side of the city. Wish the world would walk away as freely as tears, and my father understanding that I would never understand, nagging like summer, sizzling the back of my neck like humid, holding the kinks tightly in my mane like change, wrestling with what will always remain the same, frustrated as a sack of severed fingers, trying foolishly to make a fist worth fighting with myself like a heart trapped in handcuffs. I should have known that I would never know. Should have stopped running a long time ago. Stop sitting and waiting for the world to know, for the world to go, for the world to know what I try so hard to know. 19 and damn near grown as my mother was when her belly started to show and still sleeping with those question marks glued to my face like some sort of street sign, but ain't been no address here for some time, and myself stuck in the arid space between broken mirror and bloody fist, cheeks wet as worry and nervous brows. This is what happens when his mind doesn't agree with him, when a blended boy's spine breaks and bends, buckles under the pressure of purpose. The second before a man realizes he is still a boy, bruised and broken. These wicked wounds never mend. My skin rough as the moon's and just as much a mystery. Someday, some way, I will close my windows. Me and my mother will be sitting there when nothing is, and she will be holding me. Like before the world convinced me I was anything less than whole. I will see, I will finally know.
Wow.